are going to be talking about IHC and Falcons in CSA, PMSL CSA Day 2, Game 3 here. This was a very fun one, but I just want to watch it with you guys and see what we can see, okay? All right, so Falcons versus IHC here. You see IC trying to take that 1v2. Almost gets it, but that's a little bit much with the vehicle and everything. So, at half speed, Rogue did get taken down, but Icy is at the front there. He is going to get mollied up. He is going to get thirsted. You see, no, it's not. It's IHC. He's running around. Now, this is nice aggression from Demo, or nice continuing of the fight, right? Because he's got teammates here who are busy. They're not able to push forward. And because Falcons are going to want to push on this fight, or to at least defend this fight, it's nice that Demo is continuing the momentum there. He's using his buggy to, well, first of all, take out Icy. Second of all, get that information, make their presence known, make their intentions known of, hey, maybe you don't want to push on us so quickly. Don't think about taking advantage of our res here, because we're here to stay, and I'm looking for you, right? So that's what Demo's buggy trip says here, which is really nice. So yeah, a good start here. So we're gonna move on here. You also see Godless up at the top here, right? So you have a really nice little split here. Godless at the top. I'm gonna do an arrow for Demo, because Demo's running around here. And then you got these two here as well. Now, for the Falcons, they had one there, they have two there, and one there. So, in this split, Icy was definitely the weak point here. He didn't really have cover, because if you've been here for our other streams, you would realize, or you would know, that his teammates here don't have cover on him, because there's a ridge here. And when there's a ridge there, like that, they're able to actually take out Icy without ever peeking over this ridge line and being able to be taken out by Falcons or Icy's teammates here. So that's why that means Icy is a weak point here, even if technically Falcons do have cover of him, they don't. So, nice push here from IHC onto the weak point. Let's see what they do from here. Okay, they're going to nade Godless, who is technically IHC's weak point here a little bit. Less of a weak point for sure, and Godless is able to retaliate with some really good nades as well. He's got an excellent nading position onto this compound, but Falcons are choosing to go for that solo that has the most power over them without the most backup. Right now, IHC are busy over on rezzing and doing all of that. So Godless is kind of on his own. That's a good play from Falcons. And there you go. He is going to get naded, but he survives somehow miraculously. The nades start flying. Now, Falcons generally are very, very good with their nades. It's interesting. But they are at a disadvantage here, to be honest. That downhill is not going to be good for them anyway. Again, a really nice nade as well, but no one's by that car. And this is where things start getting interesting. Yes, they are split. Not too split, but they are split. And for Falcons have not been performing as they should the last couple of tournaments, but we'll see what happens. Nice spot from Demo here. Really good position. Great little spot, which means here, now let's look at Demo's positioning real quick. Hang on. Pause. Let's look at Demo's position. We have IHC coming up over the top and coming this way. But notice that Demo can cover his teammates-ish, but most importantly, he can make sure he has angles on this side, right? The idea is that Falcons want to push up to this edge here, top's already up there, and push around or push over the top if they can, right? That's how they're going to try and do this. They want all those angles. With a rock like this, you need at least 3 different angles to make this work, because right now, IHC have all the power in play here. Putting Demo behind this tree makes it so that they can't come this way. They basically can't go over the top, and they can't go onto this left side here of the rock. They're only gonna be able to have a singular angle, which is around to the right side in the back. Okay, so Demo here suddenly has lots of angles and pushes Falcons into a corner, frees up this space for IHC. Very good from them. Okay, Top's already here though. He's gonna try and get some shots. I mean, he does almost do it, but Bestie's not able and reloads. Sure, you can see Max's reaction there because Top did not play that correctly. One of those things, just go back because I know some people might be like, well, why? Why didn't he play that correctly? He just got knocked. Well, exactly. He got knocked. But if you look at this, he has no bullets right now. He's used up all his bullets. He's not been able to do anything here. He's not been able to get that knock done. He has to reload, comes on out, and gets knocked anyway. So I'm not sure where he got knocked from here. Let's see. Rogue. So Rogue did get him. Okay. And then East must have naded them again. So the nades from East doing some big work here because normally Top is able to get all of those shots and he just was unable to do it. So that's where that mistake comes in, is he actually pushes out while he's reloading, which is a weird thing. It might be because he thought there might be a nade coming through there or something. He wanted to keep that push going, but they were both kind of low. It's risky. A Molotov would have been super helpful, yeah. I mean, we can only do so much analysis, right? Because in some ways, we can go, oh, why didn't they do this or do that? And a lot of the time, my own analysis is like, well, why didn't they put a nade there? Because they didn't have one. And if you don't have one, there's not much you can do. You know? So I think they did have all those Molotovs and nades. I mean, that shouldn't have been an issue, but sometimes it is the case. So yeah, we see that IHC actually starting to crumble a little bit here. They've won those individual engagements. Falcons is just down to East right now. They have top knocked East still alive. But IHC down to 3. Or down to 1 rather. 3 are knocked. And it's now a 1v1. So Demo on that off angle is the one to be able to do this. East is trying to get that res. That's fair. I think they're going to try and get at least one here. Maybe not. Falcons moves out. He realizes there's probably going to be a nade. Which there is. He is correct about that. Chucks it. Not sure it's going to do any damage, really. I don't think he kind of put that in between them. But he has seen East now. He's going to try and get as many eliminations as possible. This is risky for East. He needs to go in between there. He can't go over the top because he's got to know that Demo's there. I don't know why he was hesitating. There we go. Gets the one. But now you've allowed another res to come through here. So now it's a 1v2. East is super duper low. They're going to go for a third or a second res here. And East is just way too hesitant here. Look at that. Godless just eats him up for breakfast. And that's what happens. So a good fight from IHC. They did not really win their 1v1s a little bit there, but they won them to the extent that they were able to get that win against Falcons. Falcons, I don't know what's up with them. We generally don't see them perform at their best until later on in the tournament, but you know, it's just a little bit scary with their performance in PMWC. Coming into here, they're still not playing right, so it's interesting to watch. But yeah, she did a really good job there. Falcons could have done a lot better. They were tied in a corner a little bit, but that res was East's chance to really do something there, and he just waited around way too much. So that is unfortunate. But there you go. That is our analysis concluded for this episode of Get Good. It could possibly be, Manx. They have subbed out Action. Yeah, it was East, Icy, Nerzed, Top. Yeah. Well, they better not, Manx, because they should have won PMGC last year and came second by like 6 points or something like that, 8 points. So I really hope they're not going to break up. They have brought in a new player, East. He's new this season, so we'll see how he goes. There is also the other thing though that, particularly with Falcons, I think two of them are married. One of them has a kid. Like they're older, right? It's not a bunch of teenagers, it's not a bunch of 20 somethings. They all have families. So it could also be that they're kind of just like getting a little bit tired of it. I mean, they have made their money. I mean, oh my god. It could be that they're just ready to move on, but hopefully not. They're my favorite team at the moment because my last favorite team disbanded. He's probably not used to fragging alone if you saw him hesitate like that. True. Yeah, that's fair, Cat. That's fair. I mean, East is generally a pretty good fragger though, but yeah, if he's somebody who depends on those that assist, the support, then yeah, it could be that.